Right now, a number of people are making the case for just-in-case inventory, or a return to the good old days when you kept ample supplies of your products on shelves in warehouses and in the storage space behind storefronts. That was a time when someone in the supply chain, and sometimes more than one someone, had to pay for things even while getting no value from them. Along came just-in-time. For decades now, as global trade grew and grew and grew, as the Iron Curtain fell, as China sort of embraced market opening, as Latin America largely embraced market capitalism, all of which added hundreds of millions of consumers to the global economy, just-in-time inventory kept opportunity for a better life higher for most and costs for everyone lower. Something didn't arrive until it was ready to be sold. Shoes and cell phones and motor vehicle parts and furniture and clothing didn't need to sit in warehouses for nearly as long or in the back of retail outlets. In the advanced economies, technology led by the holy trinity of computers, computer chips, and the internet brought incredible efficiencies to our daily work and personal lives, increased safety, improved health, and more. Along comes COVID-19, the most serious pandemic in a century. With it comes shortages and surpluses. Shortages of lumber and computer chips, of workers in automotive factories and on our docks and in our truck cabs. Surpluses of ships wanting to enter busy U.S. ports in Los Angeles and Long Beach, but also on the East Coast in Savannah. Surpluses of demand from U.S. consumers buoyed by cash doled out by a government doing its level best to avoid a serious downturn, and an inability to spend it as easily on vacations and restaurants and concerts. Yes, the supply chain proved imperfect, but it took a once-in-a-century pandemic to lead people to question it. It had survived the global mortgage-led economic crisis of the previous decade and the 9/11 attacks from the decade prior to that. And it will survive this too, once we Americans decide we have enough stuff, or even decide to save a little more. From outside the Washington Beltway and inside the trade numbers, this is Ken Roberts, and this has been another episode of Trade Matters, because it does. Thank you for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for sharing.